Howdy y'all and welcome to Jab Plays. Today we're picking up on the Planet Crafter Toxicity DLC and we're going to pick up where we left off. Alright, first things first. I gotta make an apology. I came down here and I built this hut. I got these two lockers down. I gathered all the goo and everything that I have in there got corrupted and I can't pull it back, and I couldn't figure out a way to rewind time because it was saved and I couldn't go backwards. So I apologize that you couldn't see me clearing all this stuff out. We did clear it out and it was 56 things. The only thing I can say is, all right, it happens, right? All we can do is move forward on the story. We did unlock some cool stuff like the seed spreader and some other stuff that's going on over there. So right now we're at a situation where I need to build a few more lockers and we'll get that done, and then we'll go pilfer everything that we can find. So you know what, let me get I want to build a constructor. I need iron and silicone, so let's find, there's a silicone, there's ice. I just gotta find a couple iron and we'll just, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little distraught about it, but I can't do anything about it. So there's sulfur on the ground. Well, alright, cool, I found sulfur. Don't know what we're going to do with sulfur, but we found sulfur. That makes me feel better about the situation. Alright, hang on a second. I know that there's got to be some iron around here somewhere. No, you're not iron. You're not iron. The one thing I do like is now that I've gotten rid of the green thing, tint, it's easier to see this stuff, so that's a bonus. So let's get over here. I want to build the crafting thing so I can make another water tube, and then we can go hunting or scavenging, I guess is a better way of saying it. So put that in there, make that come into here, eat that, and all right, and away we go. So let's go ahead. There is some of this stuff I can scrap this stuff for aluminum, since we haven't found where aluminum lives on the ground yet, but we're getting there. And the one thing I was going to say is that it appears to me that this is basically some sort of water treatment plant. And as we get a chance to go around and look around, oxygen tube. That well, we got jetpack, purification tablets. All right, you can go away. Squash seeds. Squash seeds are good, and space food. Well, we'll take the space food. All right. All right. So here's the question. How many lockers am I going to have to make? But as I was saying, it looks like it appears to... Hang on a second. I was so distraught talking about what's going on, I didn't realize what was going on in front of me. It's raining. Alright, so... I got enough to make a couple more lockers, so let's make the lockers. So, maybe moving the base to higher ground because I was afraid of being flooded was valid. So put all those in there, put all those in there, just take it all. I can come back to get water. Don't think I gotta worry about oxygen, that's fine. When I first heard the rain, I thought it was just, another event, right? Oh, let's get a light out so y'all can kind of see what's going on, maybe. All right, so let's come back in here. Let's get that, and did that. So any messages, any secret stuff laying around? Not that I can see. All right, beautiful. Let's go out. We'll come into here, see what we got into here, and that'll go into another locker. Nothing laying out here. Ooh, space food. Why won't you pick it up? All right, what am I doing wrong? Okay, there. You're just being finicky. All right, it is what it is. All right, so we can't destruct those yet, so let's run this back. So one of the things I was saying was I was over on Twitch the other day visiting one of my friends, and he was streaming Planet Crafter, but he was streaming the one with the moon, and we talked about Toxicity DLC, and we came to the same realization that we do love the idea of playing Toxicity. Excuse me. That it's challenging. That it's challenging. Excuse me, I got a frog in my voice. Holy cow. That it's challenging, but we enjoyed the challenge and we enjoyed the story, and it, you know, it's something added to it. All right, we've already came through here, and we both came to the same realization about it. And yeah, I want to give a shout out to this gentleman. His name's Farmer Marks on Twitch. I'm not sure if it's the same on YouTube or not, but you know, hey, I thought I would just, you know, talk about that story because I felt a certain way about it, and I agree that it is interesting. Iridium. All right. So let's deconstruct this, and we'll just kind of go here, and we'll load this in, and be right back. All right. Let's see what's in this chest. There was a chip. I picked up a chip somehow. I don't know how I picked it up, but there is a chip, so we'll scan that here a little bit later. All right, so that's an event, and let's see if there's any boxes on this side that we can see. Is that aluminum? If that's aluminum, we're definitely going to pick that up. All right. Let's see. All right. Nope. Anything over here that we need to know about? Whatever that is. So I don't see anything over here that we need to pick up. So we'll just keep going. There's some sort of event going on that I don't know about, but as long as it doesn't hit me, I don't care. So let's go all the way back here. I'm definitely going to have to burn an oxygen tube, but I have one. Well, hang on a second. Do I have one? Yes, I have one. If I didn't have one, I'd be in a world of hurt. But maybe this kind of looks like the main office building. So maybe it'll tell us kind of a story of what's going on. Ooh, I don't like that hanging down like that. I don't know what that is. There's a water tube. All right, oxygen. All right, I don't have a backup oxygen, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Another chip. Hit that. Ooh, algae. Well, that'll come in handy. More space food. There's not a computer here to tell me what the heck's going on. Oh, I'm a little well, no. I can't say I'm a little disappointed. I'm all, woo. Oh, that's algae. I thought it was something else I was getting. I was just like, yo. I thought it was uranium. All right, we'll have to run this back to the breeding hut, but let's stop and think for a second. So after we pilfer this area, the only thing that we can do is a couple of episodes ago we were at the train station and it said the planet had to get to a certain spot before we could I'm assuming it's a button that stops the train, that starts the train that goes into the mountain. And we'll have to look at that and see, is it available to us? And if it is available to us, then maybe after we clear all this out, we can kind of go, all right, let's see what's on the other side. So let me put this stuff away. All right, so there's that box. We'll put the aluminum in here and, you know, and let's see, just regular generic stuff in there. Put that in there. Let's eat that. And let's eat that. And you know what? Let's get 2 cobalt. Because I just don't feel comfortable going anywhere without a emergency oxygen tube. Because sometimes I get distracted. No, say it's not so. Jab gets distracted. Yes, shiny objects, right? I told you guys, well, maybe I haven't told you guys. I am autistic, right? I have Asperger's, and yeah, I told you I was OCD, so Jab has a lot of issues, right? And you'll slowly learn them over a period of time. I have a lot of psychological, or what I refer to as nut meter issues. But here's what I'll tell you. I'm at the point in my life that we've come to grips with what it is, right? It doesn't define me, but it is part of me, if that makes any sense. Some people will get it and some won't. All right. Hey, couple of chests, more plants, more stuff. All right. Well, guess what I have to do? I need a bigger dang backpack is what I need. All right. Let me go drop this off. At the time of this recording, there are 37 subscribers in the community. If you're enjoying the content and the story and you're not subscribed, hit the button. Help us get to 100. All right. So let's come over here, see if there's anything exciting over here on this little pond thing. We looked at the other side and no, doesn't look like it's anything we can take apart. Oh, good Lord, for a second, that murkiness, I thought it was a fish. Or a shark or something. So we'll just kind of fly around over here and see if there's anything that we're not seeing. And so far, no. It looks like everything just kind of, it is what it is. And I honestly believe this is a water treatment plant. I'm not about to get in that water until we clean it. It is dirty, yo. So let's come over here. We'll finish out with this, what's in this box. Oh, it was just a box. All right. I have a buttload of iron, but I just can't help myself. It's just like, yo, it's free. I have to take it. All right, let me double check. Make sure there's no computer screens that show me anything. I feel like I'm missing something, right? I feel like I'm missing something somewhere. There should be a computer screen with some sort of, you know, it's a new POI or point of interest, and there should be something here that tells us something about the story. Is it just as simple as I've missed it, or is it just as simple as I haven't found it yet? I'm guessing I haven't found it yet because there's this area over here and maybe it's in here. Or at least I'm hoping it's in here. If not, then I'm gonna have to run around like a chicken with my head cut off. Alright, so let's see what's here. Don't hit your head. Can I crouch? Oxygen level. Of course, oxygen level. Alright, yo. Alright. Let's ride around. It looks like... Alright, it looks like this rung is nothing. Alright, so... Climb. Climb. There is a storage locker. Ooh. Uranium and iridium. Yes, I'll take that. Alright, is there a way to get inside this thing? There's another box. What's in the box? Cool stuff. Ooh, a big straw, plastic rod. Alright, it doesn't appear that there's anywhere inside this bad boy, which is a little disappointing. Alright, let's go back to the breathing hut. Oh. And drop this stuff off. We'll pick up the stuff, and I guess I'm gonna have to double back on what it was I was doing, because somewhere along the lines I've missed out. Alright, let's try to... I've got a bunch of plants. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we've got a bunch of plants. Alright, offload, offload, offload. Yo. Use that. Use that. Nope. To get one of those. And let's go back over there and double check that I can't get into that building and get the stuff that's on there. Alright, so if I... Yeah, get up there. We'll go across here. We'll get all the goodies out of here. And the reason why I destroy these things is simply this. If it's not there, then I won't think that I missed it, right? Ooh, an ore extractor. Well, that's kind of cool. And I don't want to feel like that I, you know, that I think that I've missed out somehow or another. All right, so this down. Ooh, hey, there's one in the water. All right. We'll have to leave it there for right now. Alright, good lord. Alright. So there's no way... It doesn't look like there's any way in that building. Alright, let's go back over here to this platform. Maybe in my rush of excitement, I overlooked a computer screen. Maybe. Here's the water collector I was asking for. Nothing there. Nothing here. Alright, fine. Is there anything? Yo. You're not giving me to climb. So there's nothing there. Let's go into this other one. Maybe there's nothing here. Maybe they don't tell us anything here. Don't know how I feel about that. I feel a little distraught, like I'm missing out somewhere along the line. Alright. Or did I miss it? If I missed it, leave a comment in the comment section, right? We can always come back to it. Alright, yo, I'm chancing it. I know it's critical. Just make it through the door, yo. Alright, cool. So, let's put all of those in there, all of those in there, all of that in there. Let's eat some space food. We'll drink the bottled water. Alright, I'm gonna have to move. I'm gonna have to move all this stuff, but let me take the chips, right? Oh, good Lord. Fine, just bring that back with me. And let's go back towards the hub. Actually, I want to check the train station out and see, is the train unlocked? If the train's unlocked, then it makes the decision easy, right? We can just look at what we need to build to progress the stuff that we're doing, and then you know, get ready for the train. Or we can go, all right, we need to prioritize purifying the planet so we can use the train. But we'll find out here in just a couple of seconds. All right, we can use the button. And we get oxygen in here. And I got stuff in this storage. Well, hang on a second. That stuff's more important. Let me have those. All right, let's go back to the hub. And let's go ahead and I'll scan the chips, and then we'll kind of make a battle plan, right? What can we improve? What did we unlock? Because there's a lot of stuff that was unlocked, and unfortunately some of the stuff that was unlocked when I was getting the goo, and you guys don't know about it, and I feel a certain way about it. All right, so let's scan the microchips first. All right, shredder machine, cool. Tier 2 torch, cool. So interface. All right, so what have we unlocked? We have unlocked, all right, so you knew about the launch platform, blueprint pinning, foundation angle, the water collector. That's cool. All right, over here we knew about the heater, the grass spreader, also cool. Biodome, I can't remember if that was unlocked last episode or not, but that's cool. And ore extractor, which is also cool. Now over here in the toxicity, we've unlocked a tier 2 atmosphere purifier and a goo storage. A large toxic goo container to help clean toxic areas. Does that mean I can actually put it in the infected area? If I can, that's amazing. And we're at 7%. We've cleared 4 of 32. Yeah, we've got a ways to go. All right, so we're at acid rains. Toxic eruptions are next. We're almost 30% of the way there. And there's all the numbers for that. So now let me look at the power. All right, in order to do, I need to add power, which means I need another nuclear reactor. The question is, can I need a uranium rod. The question is, I don't think I have another uranium rod. I really don't. So I got a tungsten rod. That's not helpful. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna run all that stuff back and forth, and after I'm done that, we'll take a look at what we got, and then we'll make a decision on how we're gonna progress. Got most of the stuff moved around, just a little bit, but nothing important, just, you know, basic resources. So here's where we're sitting at. Not enough uranium to make another uranium rod, so we're gonna have to solve that issue. I didn't scrap all the aluminum that's down there. Looks like we're gonna have to scrap the aluminum, get more aluminum. But we're sitting good on super alloy. We got a buttload of seeds, and here's what we're sitting on: purification capsules, plastic rod, tungsten rod, plenty of fabric, whatever these bombs are, and algae. If we go upstairs, you remember when I was telling you I was worried about food? Well, look at all the space food that we found. We've got grass seeds that we can put to use, and yeah, we got a bunch of seeds, so we can get some farming done and more farming, so food's not going to be an issue. I believe the biggest issue we're going to have right now is power, right? Because 3.55 megawatts just is not going to cut it, especially when you're looking at we got seed spreaders. Where are the seed spreaders or grass spreaders that we unlocked? Somewhere. Oh, I can't build that before we get to a certain spot. Well, that's, or that either. That's cute. I haven't even found osmium, so I can't build that. Where's the seed? I can build that. That's interesting. Where is purification gels? Have we figured out how to make purification gels? Yo. No. Not in there. Are you in here? Negatory. So we need purification gels, and I don't know how that's made. I know we unlocked. All right, hang on a second. The veggie tube, drill. Food grower. Am I really just missing it? Grass spreader. All right, so we can make these, but they use 13.8 per second, and yeah, you see where the issue is? We just don't have enough. So I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to go exploring and find out what's on the other. Go on the train and find out what's on the other side, and see if we can find something for uranium. Because either that, we're gonna have to put down a buttload of tier 2 solar panels, which means we need a buttload of aluminum. Either way, we're not winning on this situation. All right, guys, if you made it this far, you are rock stars, and I greatly appreciate it. All right, guys, if I don't see you in between now and then, have a fantastic weekend, and as always, happy farming.